Hey everybody, welcome to More the Meets These Guys. I am here with Boo at the AxelonUnderground.com.
Howdy.
He is. And we are going over the UK Marvel issue number 46
Yes.
in one savage swoop.
That's a really cool cover.
It's a
Uh yeah.
well, it's great cover because Swoop's head looks all bloody.
Yeah, he's all melted.
Yeah,
And
but
then
it kind of looks like he's like he's got this mat of blood over it, like dried blood over his head,
yeah.
just because of that. Yeah.
And then Wheeljack and Jazz, like the angles on them are sharp. Like they look very mechanical, very mecha.
Oh yeah. They are
And
they're not curvy at all.
yeah, these aren't guys in armor.
No, these are robots.
And this is more work by Jeff Anderson, who is not Randall's
Okay.
from Clerk,
Every time we hear the
Yeah.
name, I think that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, this is just really cool. And even Swoop looks very boxy. The
yeah.
wings.
Oh, he's got all the mech details on his wings and all that stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
I always
Um,
think the hardest thing about drawing Swoop is hiding those arms that are just stuck on the side.
oh yeah, because they're just
They're
down on the
just
side.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do much
And
with them.
even like the studio series and stuff has that problem. It's like you almost wish in Diaclone they thought to like have those arms stow away somehow, but it is what it is.
Wait, wait,
Swoop
wait.
always has his arms hanging out.
Do you mean Diachrome?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure. Uh yeah, that felt slightly racist for some reason. Um,
It's because you've been watching Mask. It's the Bruce Sato making you feel guilty.
dude, did you notice what's happening in transformation?
What do you mean?
Something missing. Really?
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't know what you.
Robo Capers.
Oh yeah, RoboCapers is in here. That's right. I was looking at like an actual like typo or
Nope.
an error.
Robo Capers is missing.
They took a week off apparently.
Just a week? You mean a fortnight?
A fortnight. No, this they come out weekly now.
Oh, really? I thought it was every 2 weeks. Okay.
Oh no, that was originally they stopped that when they went full color.
Okay, well, 1 week. I'll get 1 week without them.
They're storing up their Zapponian energy to strike
Will you give me 1 week, please? Just for the
one
love of
week.
God.
You know, well, it looks like I'm checking ahead. Looks like we don't have it next week either. Man, do we get the oh there it is back for Dinobot Hunt Part 2. So we do get a fortnight off from RoboCapers. So I can't even make my
Nice.
joke. I was gonna say, one issue without RoboCapers makes 1 week. Put up bump. But now it's 2 weeks, so
Yeah,
never
well,
mind.
eh,
So
it
what
is
what
what it
I'm
is, I guess.
what I'm looking here is about their prizes that they gave out for the people that donated to the African famine relief. I
Oh
guess the
yeah.
Children's Fund for Ethiopia. They got original art pieces from like John Romita Jr. for X-Men.
Oh my
Uh
God.
they got like the original poster, like the giant Transformers poster from issue 27. Somebody got the original artwork for that for donating. Like they did a raffle for this stuff.
Dude, that's huge.
Yeah, imagine getting an
Holy.
original poster from Transformers UK for donate, and it was like 50 pence was the entry donation.
Dude, that's insane. Seriously,
Yeah,
that is I can't even tell you how like what a I don't it sounds transactional. You say what a deal that is.
yeah.
In a way, it kind of is transactional, but it's not intended that way.
Well, it's for charity, but
Yeah.
that's an amazing prize, is what
Oh,
that is.
dude, yeah.
And you know what it is? It's because now they sell all that stuff. They know
Oh yeah.
every bit of that is money. I remember what was it? there was some somebody was interviewing one of the old artists from Marvel back in the day and said he was using his original drawings as just like cutting board paper.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same way that Doctor Who was seen as like just cheesy sci-fi. They
Yeah.
didn't save a lot of the early things, they recorded over them.
Oh, it was Ditko. That's who it was. It was Steve Ditko, original Spider-Man artwork. And he was like just using it as like the underpaper to keep it from cutting his table. And the guy was like, that's worth like thousands of dollars, right? And like now, I think he just gave him some of it. But
Huh.
now everything is transactional. It's like, oh, nostalgia equals money.
That's just it. I mean, there it was it's I understand. I'll put it this way. I understand whenever like artists, voice actors, story editors
Hmm.
are all about, you know, being that this is a job.
Hmm.
My job is working with people with insurance, and they don't think it means a lot to me. But I know there's people in call centers that it does mean a lot to. So it's like a job. And with Steve Ditko, I mean, this is probably a job in a lot of ways. Like I got to do these things too,
Well,
or
and he had bad feelings on the way out from Spider-Man. So
that you're not wrong. But anyways, so I can see it also being like a ham and egger thing if you were into wrestling.
yeah.
It's a ham
Well,
and egger thing. It
and
was just a job in between the things you like to do.
I don't blame them for being transactional with it, especially on like these license deals. Like Bob
Yeah,
Budiansky, he doesn't get any money off of anything Transformers now.
that's insane.
Well, yeah, because it's a Marvel property, what he wrote for them, and it's a Hasbro property. He has like no residuals off of any, like when they reprint it, he
Hmm.
doesn't get anything unless he contributes something to it. Like when they did that, they redid the Transformers and movie comics for IDW,
Yeah.
and he wrote them. He gets stuff for that. But
Well, good.
yeah, yeah, all the stuff off these movies that are building off of the work he laid down back in '84, he gets nothing.
That
Billions of
sucks.
dollars, and he gets nothing for it.
That
So,
sucks.
when they sell off old scripts or, pre-production stuff,
Hmm.
I can see why that's become transactional because it's like, okay, people want this for money, and I'm not getting any money for this anyway, so get something for it, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah. So now nothing goes for free anymore.
you're not wrong.
I mean, if you think you're gonna get Skybound like original artwork from like the comic covers or even from the pages, if you think you're getting that for free, then you're crazy, you
Hell
know?
no. I don't
Yeah.
ever assume that at all.
Oh, I know. But like they used to just give that stuff
Oh
away,
yeah. It wasn't
you
seen
know?
as worthless back then.
And well, it would take up space because I
Yeah.
always thought it was weird that comic artists kept their original like pencils and like the inks were done on like photocopies. So like they would still have their original pencils when they'd mail the stuff off. They would send off like copies of it
Well,
and
that
then
makes
it would go
sense.
through the process. But well, it seems weird, I guess, growing up like in the 90s and 2000s because
Yeah.
it seems like the corporation would keep all the artwork, all the original artwork.
Depending on like the contract, yeah.
Yeah, because I know when I would do commercial artwork for like t-shirts, I did like restaurants and stuff like that.
Hmm.
They would keep the original artwork.
There's probably, if you read into the contract, it was like probably like a version of like ownership. What I would assume what you would do.
Maybe and a lot of times though, there's no real contract. It's just freelance, dude. And that's how
Yeah.
Marvel did a lot, and that's how they kind of like socked it to artists, and that's what kind of
Yeah.
caused Image Comics to be created because they
Yeah.
were treating them like, oh, you're just a temp worker, basically.
God, and it's funny because a lot of the best artists went to Image. It was a big drop off at Marvel for a little while there because of
Yeah,
that.
that's why the '90s were kind of rough because they were going there because they wanted to own the stuff they were created. I mean,
Hmm.
Todd McFarlane, created Venom. What
Yeah.
was David Michelin, and yeah, they still get nothing for it. Whereas if something's done for Spawn, then Todd McFarlane's definitely getting his cut of that.
He's probably getting a quarter cut out of that.
And I guess it kind of shows how well uh, Robert Kirkman is doing with Invincible and Walking Dead because
Oh,
he's
he's fine.
yeah, he can go work on Transformers and not have to worry about not getting residuals off of the stuff because it's like
100%.
I got my money from zombies and superheroes. I can do
Exactly.
what I want to do for fun now. This is almost like his retirement phase.
Go. So, yeah, that's honestly with the giveaways. They already give away like mini bots with every letter. So that's insane. The kind of the giveaways they do with these contests also.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they give you so much stuff, but I mean to get original artwork out of it is
Yeah,
they love their readers in a way
they
that I have never felt loved by a comic book,
they love their readers like I love my listeners. I'm just gonna put that out there.
but not your co-hosts. You piece of oh wait,
Don't look at him.
don't look at me.
I can't look at him right now.
Don't look at me. I'm a monster.
Hi. Don't look at him. Anyways, yes, that. No, anyways,
I'm just a Jeeper Creeper.
what? Oh, hi, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were back. Um, gosh. What? Oh, we're going over the Transformers comic. Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, this is a kind of recap on Swoop's demise or his demise.
Demise.
His demise.
Demisey.
He tossed down oh God, Guardian.
Guardian, yeah.
Yeah, with a bomb on him and basically killed him.
Yeah, well, Guardian was self-destructing. He was going
That's what
into
it
a
was.
nuclear meltdown.
That's what it was. He tossed him
Yeah.
off and
It was
you know,
a fail-safe that Shockwave had built into him. Or was it
that's what it
Soundwave?
was.
There's one of them. Anyway, Decepticons built a fail-safe, so Swoop flew Guardian up into the sky to keep him from blowing up the whole arc.
I like this though. They kind of show that the story of what's happening with Swoop is kind of paralleled with Dr. Morris.
Right. Oh yeah, and you get your first real Icarus parallel too. It says Swoop, as you call, flew too close to the sun. Talking about the nuclear blast from
Yep.
Guardian.
Also Phaeton, by the way. He flew Helios's chariot too close to the sun and the wax melted.
See how that goes?
Check out our X's One episodes also. Anyways, yeah, so it's kind of cool seeing this. Like, the whole quick, the descent of Swoop and the resurrection by Morris.
Yeah, how they converged at that
Yeah.
lake because they looked for Swoop and they couldn't find any evidence of Swoop. And it's funny too because I guess it was a device to explain why Swoop wasn't showing up on the shelves in the UK because Swoop was never released in the
Mhm.
UK.
Yeah. So yeah, you have a chunk of issues where he's just missing. He's presumed dead.
Yeah,
And here we go. We come back to where we kind of left off in the last issue.
yeah, and the Dinobots have been absent too. So
They've been a wandering.
yeah, so the artwork in here looks great. This is Barry Kitson's artwork, and of course, this is written by Simon Furman, and the colors are done by someone new.
Oh, S Place?
Yeah, that's Stuart Place,
Okay. The
which
colors are
he's done.
great.
Oh yeah, and he's done color work and I believe covers for the Spider-Man and Zoids comic.
That'd be why he's being used right now. Okay.
Yeah, Action Force, which is GI Joe over here, and also he worked the colors and stuff for Death's Head Volume 1.
Oh, how
Yeah.
interesting.
And we'll also see his color work on the Dinobot Hunt, which is upcoming. And then he came back much later in like the early 200s to do the colors for the fall and rise of the Decepticon Empire.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys get chops. And you can easily see it on honestly with this right here.
Yeah.
Um the motion of Swoop coming in. Okay, so I don't know if because that's obviously I think it's supposed to be Wheeljack who's being clawed at the Wheeljack or Jazz is being clawed. It may be Jazz in the head.
That is, yeah, that's Jazz, I think.
Okay.
It's hard to tell from that angle, but yeah, I don't see wings on his back. He's got a windshield, so I'm saying that's Jazz.
Okay, I thought so. The other robot in this panel kind of looks like oh God, Skydive?
Yeah, he looks like an aerial bot, but
He does.
he's not. I think is that supposed to be Sideswipe?
I think so.
But yeah, he looks like an aerial bot, and we don't have aerial bots yet.
No, also just to note, our friend of the show, Simon Furman's doing the script of this one.
Yeah, he's the writer for this
Yes.
portion.
The Icarus theory.
So,
So yeah, they're trying to figure out how to like the Swoop's obviously here. They're trying to Optimus Prime's trying to figure out how to capture him without being like fatal or
hmm
hurting him.
Yeah, because he understands he's got to be under enemy control. So basically, try to restrain him.
Yeah. So
So,
Autobot Swoop must be restrained without use of lethal force. Under no
and
circumstances are you to use weapons.
and who do you go to when you need somebody captured in a force field?
Trailbreaker, buddy.
And that don't work.
No. Look, if we learned anything from Trailbreaker or his GoBot counterpart, Spark, you can't do it. Just too much energy. Yeah, I just found him today after we did our episode with Spark in it. Coming up this coming week. But you know, the
Yeah,
I guess
so
Trailbreaker just he for one thing, he's also really slow. He's classically by his tech spec, he's slow moving, he's slow reacting
and yeah, he just gets smacked into rock
into the
wall at the
cliff face, yeah.
volcano. Yeah. And so Optimus orders Hound and Huffer to give him the
Go
Autobot
one,
one
two.
two.
Which I kind of figured it was gonna be like punch, punch. But apparently Hound is supposed to distract him with he's gonna overload his optical sensors while Huffer comes over and then gives him a right hook.
Yeah. I was
Or left
almost
hook.
expecting something like the fastball special.
Something like that, yeah. You
Yeah.
figure those
Where
two
he's
of them
gonna
work
like
together.
yeah. But Hound's not really the powerhouse. You'd have Brawn,
No.
like Brawn throw Huffer at him.
Huffer, yeah, Huffer gives him a left hook. He comes around. Boom!
Actually, you know what I would do for fastball special with the
Hmm.
Autobots? I would have Wind Charger use his magnetism to fire Brawn at somebody with his fist out. I think that would be probably the most likely scenario.
You mean like oh God, he's not work. There he is.
Your toys betray you.
Who?
Yes. Woo woo. Woo. He's got his woo woo. Uh oh. Uh oh. We can see you in the reflection with Rodimus. Oh, oh. There you go.
Okay, there you go. See,
You
the
just did it.
whole. This is the play pattern, kids. Yes, it should have been that way.
Now we know how to play with our toys. Thank you, Evan.
You're welcome. They're not toys; they're action figures.
They're action figure. They're action figure. They're not dolls. We can thank Hasbro and G.I. Joe for that one.
Yeah, my brother used to call G.I. Joe figures and my He-Man figures dolls because he grew up in the 70s with his Star Wars dolls.
Yeah, he had action figures too. That goes back to the 60s. I
Yeah, but
actually, when I was little, I had dolls. I had like a doll that would show you how to like tie your shoes and use a zipper and button snaps and use buttons and all that. It was like that.
is
And
that how you figured out how to blend with this with society?
oh, I still haven't figured that out. Now, my son though, when he was little, he was I want to say like 3, and his little brother, was getting too big for him to hold anymore. I took him to the store and let him pick out any toy he wanted, and I took him down the Transformers aisle, GI Joe, the action figures. Nope, he wanted a baby doll, and so I got him a baby doll because he missed holding his little brother.
That's really darling.
Yes.
But we're talking about Transformers. We're talking about cool dolls that turn into
Well,
robots
yeah, when I'm
or
talking about
robot
real
in
dolls, they're all
trucks.
dolls, man. We're just in denial. I'm a man. I don't use dolls. I got action figures. See,
I'm
he's like,
scared.
you
Hold me,
stay away from
crows.
my GoBots.
Anyways, so yeah, they
Professor P.
get
Morris is still controlling Swoop,
yes.
and he thinks he's attacking BlackRock's robots.
Well, honestly, because of how much stuff has actually come out about what happened at the BlackRock's aerial plant,
Aerospace plant and
aerospace
his
plant, yeah.
offshore drilling platform.
Yeah, considering this, the information that's come to people like the regular public, it's not really surprising that he would think that, like, hey, I got to disrupt BlackRock with his robots.
Yeah, because he works for Roxxon, which is
Yeah.
BlackRock's main competitor.
Yep.
So yeah. Anyway, Hound blinds Swoop, which actually blinds P. Morris temporarily, and then Huffer just punches him out, and all the Autobots there dogpile on Swoop.
Well,
I mean,
you know,
it is literally like the dog pile you see. It's just funny the way some of them are colored because one of them looks almost like Smokescreen, and Smokescreen's not here yet.
well, Prowl actually count. Yeah, it's Prowl. It looks just like Smokescreen that in those panels.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like almost like Swoop rusted. I know he's supposed to have melted.
Yeah, he's got damage scars on him. So,
Yeah,
because I
it
mean,
looks
he
like.
was too close to a nuke and he survived. So that shows you how tough the Dinobots are.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're Dinobots, dude. Come on, don't.
Yeah.
Why are you discounting the Dinobots?
So Optimus realizes that Swoop's just too strong for him, and they're gonna have to destroy him if they keep this line up.
Yeah.
So he pulls a trick on him.
He starts like seeming like get down here and transform. That's an order, and like the programming and Swoop starts taking over.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah. Because what's the one thing that is universal about the Dinobots and Optimus Prime?
They don't like to take orders from Optimus Prime or anyone.
Yeah, I mean he'll listen to Grimlock, but that's
Well,
more of
yeah,
a might makes right thing.
and that's the whole thing with Grimlock. Like
Yeah,
they're their own kind of faction aligned with the Autobots,
yeah.
essentially.
They are loosely associated.
Yeah, yeah,
They just hate the Decepticons more, apparently.
100% that.
Yeah. So Swoop, kind of snaps out of it and realizes there's somebody controlling him
Yep,
and
and
screams, "Get out of
Morris.
my head." As he's telling Optimus, you can take your order, and he's about to tell him to stuff it. And then Professor P. Morris loses control
Yep. So
and Swoop flies away.
yes, and this has a very Jeff Senior face look on. I guess is it supposed to be Ratchet? It looks like no Swoop. I'm sorry, it's Swoop. The head's a little weird. It's a very Jeff Senior like anthropomorphic
That's not Jeff
dude.
Senior you're thinking about.
Oh my God, Andy Wildman.
Yeah, Wildman.
Andy Wildman. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's very much an Andy Wildman kind of face on Swoop in this split screen.
Hmm.
So yeah, it gives it which ends up giving a lot of human emotion, anthropomorphizing robots in that way.
They always fall back on their human face training.
They do, and which is it's expected, honestly.
It's harder to show them emote with a mechanical face.
But like in the end of the this next page, he does still with Swoop.
Yeah, he brings it back down to the more angular stuff.
It looks really good. Swoop looks disappointed, and he
So
tells Professor Morris that he's dead.
you have skipped a very important part, sir.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Well, this is when they're looking for Swoop.
Yeah. And they give a important lore revelation. It
Um.
explains why Swoop didn't like taking Optimus' orders.
Oh, dive bomb.
Yeah. So, and here they made it's almost a goof because Hound says, how'd you know what to hit Swoop with? You've never met him before. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense because Swoop, even after he changed his name, was still a member of the Ark's crew when it crashed. So Optimus would have known who was on his ship.
Exactly.
Right. It's not like it was a massive crew. But yeah, then we get the revelation that, oh, well, on Cybertron, he was known as Dive Bomb and he was a member of the Elite Flying Corps. And
Right. Yeah.
yeah, Optimus was given the task of commanding him. And Swoop did not like taking orders from him. Like he would blatantly disobey Optimus's orders because he did not like Optimus.
Exactly.
He said he thought his leadership was faulty. So again, it shows Optimus was not always the end all be all for Autobot leadership. He was not the perfect leader because he couldn't really rally Dive Bomb under his command. This is like before, the Predacon even showed up
Mm-hmm.
by that same name. But we also have information that the name Dive Bomb was actually a preliminary name for Swoop
Mm-hmm.
before it was changed by Hasbro to Swoop. There's documentation from like the story Bible, and I believe it may have come from like Bob Budiansky.
Well, that'll be on the episode for the video episode on the YouTube if y'all want to check it out.
Yeah. And you can also read it on the Sunbow Marvel Archive.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is where we got the information.
Big shout out to Simon Lech who's collecting all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that thing is a treasure trove. I can get lost in there for days.
And I mean, there's just so much. Almost feels like throwaway information, but it's
It
not.
Well, and Simon Furman builds on this throughout
Yeah.
the UK comics, this whole Swoop dive bomb thing. And
Hmm.
it really is. It's just a name that is like got a line drawn through. And all the Dinobots had that.
Yeah.
They went through a couple of different names for Grimlock. I think one
Yeah.
of them
What
was
was Grimlock's
Jawbreaker.
original? Was that?
Jawbreaker?
Yeah, that was a really dumb one.
Well, that was also an alternate name they used for Overbite,
Well, and what?
the Seacon.
Yeah. Also, Jawbreaker became a Beast Wars character.
Yeah,
You was Cackle became Jawbreaker, the hyena.
yeah.
So they eventually got to use the name.
Yeah, they finally put the name to use. But yeah, they had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. Speed of fun though. Swoop comes in here he swoops in on Professor Morris.
He
You know,
swoops
Professor
in on
Morris.
him.
How's that?
He swoops in on him.
Yes, he does. And he's just staring at Professor Morris knows he messed up. Swoops staring down at him with an angular face. You're dead. He pulls out his like handgun, which I kind of like this about Swoop. Swoop's not really the brute force of the Dinobots. The rest of the Dinobots are the brute force of the Dinobots.
He'd
He's
have
kind
been
of like,
smashed by now.
yeah, he's kind of like the assassin of the Dinobots.
Yeah, well, he's a long range attacker,
Yeah,
you know?
scout.
Yeah,
He pulls out the handgun, which he has like kind of like this cool like kind of half face stare at him with the
yeah.
gun held up. And he's then the Professor Moore starts pleading. Say he didn't understand. He didn't realize that he wasn't a
A
Black
mindless
Rock
robot. Yeah.
mechanical robot thing. It's like I didn't think he could feel or hear or see or anything.
Oh, Trapjaw was another Grimlock name he had.
That would have been a pretty cool one, but
I think
Grimlock's
we know
good.
why he didn't get that name.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And Swoop's menacing Professor Morse a little more, and he's kind of had that gun in his face, and Professor Morse is like, that guard, the guard I killed. Yeah, I deserve to die.
Yeah, because at first he goes, I've harmed no one, and then he remembers he killed the guard.
He says, he asks Swoop, I deserve to die. And Swoop stares at him.
Yeah,
And,
you see the Autobots have arrived outside. They've tracked
yep.
him to Roxxon.
Oh, there's that Roxanne sign outside. Yep, you're
Yeah.
certain this is the place? And Hound's like, definitely Reading's place, Swoop right inside. And there's a Ratchet saying someone's coming out. Swoop has Professor Morris and throws him down at the feet of the Autobots.
He's carrying him out by the seat of his pants.
Yeah, he is. He's like, here you have him, my human. Human was able to take control of whose life force stems from the power of the sacred creation matrix itself. Such a feat beggars the imagination. What did you hope to gain from this? But Professor Morris is like, look, he it essentially says, "Look, I was mocked for how like my work and things I did, and how forward I was, and
Yeah, and he
he
thought it was a competitor, the
yeah
automatons.
for BlackRock,
Yeah.
and
Eh,
you know, I think it's one of those power corrupts kind of stories.
Well, he was trying to prove himself, and he didn't
Yeah,
realize he was dealing with sentient beings. And then, yeah, once he got in Swoop and could feel the sensation of being Swoop and flying,
yeah.
he didn't want to let go of it.
No, it's kind of like an addiction at that point.
Yeah.
And really at this point, like Ratchet comes up from behind me. He's like, "Hey, it's all resolved. Swoop, right? Everything kind of worked out in the end. Everything was great. We're all cool." And he's like, "Swoop," because Swoop doesn't say anything. And there's this really cool like this, half like his basically his eye in the foreground.
Yeah.
He's he's upset,
He
and no one
glares.
can.
He does the Nightbird glare.
He does. Um, and then he swings back and punches Ratchet with the backhand and transforms and gets us out of there.
Yeah.
And
And then before
dude,
that, though,
mhm.
Optimus told him that, yeah, we forgive you because you have such insight, but any crimes you committed while in control suit must be punished by your law. So he has to turn
Mm,
himself into the authorities.
yeah, yeah,
And
that's
then,
why Swoop kind of lost it.
well, Swoop lost it, and then they all turn and look at Morris. He's like, "It's not my doing, I swear."
Like, dude,
And
not me, not me, not me. Don't
yeah,
not
not
do
because
anything.
I believe you, but yeah, that means to stop it. So they
Yeah,
do a fast forward, and basically Morris uses his machine to bring Swoop under control, and they brought the unconscious Swoop. I guess are they loading him into the trailer or something, or I don't know. Anyway, they
it's kind of hard to tell.
yeah they leave Morris there. They set off an alarm so he can turn himself into the police,
Yep,
and they get back to the Ark with Swoop to work on him. And it turns out that yeah, Swoop's attack was caused from being submerged in the tar pits in the Savage Land for millions of years.
so they need
And
to find the other Dinobots.
yeah, well, he's had basically neural degradation. So
Yeah,
he's only relying on instincts. His higher brain functions are out. And Optimus realizes that, oh, well, we need to go find the other four Dinobots because they're probably going through the same. Which it seems a
exactly.
weird revelation for him to tell Ratchet because Ratchet's the one that pulled all five of them out of the tar.
It's funny too because Ratchet being in a cartoon like Sunbow,
Hmm.
the medics are always kind of seen as side characters.
Yeah.
Ratchet's been a pretty important character in the entire run of Marvel so far.
Oh yeah, so far. I
So
mean,
far,
he
and he'll
he takes
he'll
more
be
of a
important
back seat
later.
as it goes on.
Yeah, well, he'll be important later, but he'll start taking that back seat. Yeah, and you know what's happening later. So yes,
Yeah, so the next issue is going to be about the Dinobot hunt.
Dinobot Hunt, and there's a big spread of Secret Wars 2 in here where the
Yeah.
conflict continues. I did not read Matt and the Cat again. Did you?
No, I'm
Okay,
saving that
thank
for
God.
later. Well, I'm very far behind on it.
Yeah, I just see the superhero guy in there right now.
But you know what we're not behind on? Sound waves.
Yeah.
We do not miss sound wave.
Part of this is a highlight of the issue, and I have something to say about the stock exchange.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I have opinions. But okay, this first one,
Yeah.
this guy's asking he's got some of the adventure game books and they didn't feature Soundwave, which is funny because Soundwave is gonna punish them for leaving them out. But he asks a question. He goes, "Will the Constructicons be appearing in the shops, and if so, when?" Soundwave tells him there's no plans for the Constructicons appearing in the shops over here as yet. As soon as they are, you will be informed. And I got news for you. They were never informed because the Constructicons weren't ever sold in the UK market by
Nope.
Hasbro. The only shops that would carry them were ones that imported them from other places in Europe, like what is it, Gigi and Milton Bradley.
Yep.
And then
Milton Bradley, that was the big
I want
one.
to say, and I'm not sure if the ones that became G2 showed up eventually. The
those
yellow
are,
ones.
yeah, they were in Europe. I know that much.
I think they were more imports because those are the yellow ones that didn't transform.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought they actually had a line of the ones in Europe, of the yellow ones that did
they
transform.
did.
And
But the first set, the yellow ones, did
oh,
not transform.
okay.
Or wait, anyway, there's a set in there that did not transform. Like they don't even have like the parts to do it. Like they're not, the molds are even a little different.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, so, yeah, I know actually at that point there was, it was before G2 was a thing,
yeah,
and they had the yellow Constructicons which transformed out there.
yeah.
So you can
So the
find that,
yellow Constructicons are not necessarily G2. They were in G2, but they did not originate in G2. They originate in G1.
you have to tell the difference with the G2 and G1,
How?
the Generation 2 stamp.
Yeah, I
With
was gonna
the
say the little stamp with the new
Yep.
Decepticon symbol on it.
That is the only way if you examine a yellow Constructicon that you know it's actually G2 or G1.
Yeah. It's the same
Yay,
thing with
consistency.
the Dinobots when they did the gray Dinobots in the
Oh
first
yeah.
wave. You can tell like, Grimlock I think has it like on his tail. And it says like Autobot with the little Optimus Prime face.
Can't remember. It's been too long, but yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, you would know.
That's what got me back into Transformer collecting.
The
I saw
fifth time,
G2.
yes.
Yeah. Well, no, like the first time when I actually started collecting them as an
That's true.
adult.
Actually, I did
I
that in high school. So when I was working, I had my first job and I could walk to the Farmore, which was a Pharmor.
I
It was
remember
like
far
a,
more.
Farmore? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably a southern or southeastern chain. So yeah, it used to be within distance of a Farmore, and I would go over there and buy the G2 Transformers they had on shelf because I didn't have a car, but I could walk there. So yeah, go there. I got my G2 Sideswipe, my two G2 Dinobots. Yeah.
Hmm.
I
I
didn't
remember
ever
they used
get
to have Harry Anderson on their commercials
really okay.
from Night Court. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
God,
this brain. It holds the most random information
it really does. It's kind of impressive and scary at the same time.
and depressive when you think, oh wow, I could have had like, physics and how to fly rockets into space or something. Nope, I know Harry Anderson did a far more commercial in like the 80s or
Dude, I wasn't
90s.
gonna say it, but if you're gonna cell phone, okay.
Hey, it keeps me humble. But yeah, we were Christmas shopping and just ran down the action figure aisle and I saw Grimlock staring at me and it was like gray Grimlock. He didn't have the missile launcher. I think that was like the only difference.
Yeah, they're missing the
And
missile launchers they had with them. Yeah,
yeah, so I snatched that up and I went back like a couple days later and grabbed Slag and Snarl. And that's what started me actually like actively collecting Transformers after I guess G1 as when I had my
hmm
own money finally to spend on stuff.
the kind of cool things about the G2 figures, they're exact matches to G1. Like G2 Sideswipe, the missile launcher from G1 Sideswipe fits fine. Actually, I think I
Oh
have
yeah, it's the same mold.
exact same mold. They'll start changing molds later, but at this point, it's the exact same mold.
There was
Um,
something different about the plastics though, because on my Dinobots, my
mhm.
G2 Dinobots have had like degradation problems over time. Like Slag and Snarl have both had like the plastic give like on their legs.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Whereas my originals from 85 still act like
fine,
they're brand new. Yeah. So
perfect.
yeah, there was something different about the plastic. It just wasn't
Yeah.
as durable. And I mean, I was an adult, so it's not like I was like banging them around in the sandbox or anything
Well, there's also
much.
there's the idea of they didn't expect them to last 40 years back then. They actually didn't expect them to last another 30 years.
Yeah,
I feel like that like expectation to get smaller and smaller the closer you go.
yeah.
So
Well,
they're like, this last 5 years or 10 years or whatever, they'll probably be dust by the point.
now you get them, they're yellowed right out of the box. But
I'm not kidding at all.
but I think the only ones they actually consider for like long term like collectability are your masterpieces and your missing links.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I think those are the only ones they, and even then, you still have to worry about the rubber tires because they will dry rot if you don't treat your tires over time. I've seen sealed examples of toys that GoBots, Transformers, and have rubber tires. Yeah, even like He-Man figures and the rubber band that holds the legs on, and
Hmm.
GI Joes will rot inside the package. So,
Well, yeah. So everybody, lube your devil desert dogs.
yep,
Lube the desert dogs.
open your toys so you can have them longer.
Don't put them in a graded sealed container because no one cares that you have a graded sealed
Well, some
graded
people do.
transformer. Hmm?
Some people do, but it's not going
Yes.
to help it last
No.
longer.
No, it's going to rot. So open your sealed Optimus Prime. Lube those tires. Moisten them. Looking at you.
What kind of podcast is this? But
That's
yeah, that
a
I
little
actually
NPR.
I like box Transformers, but
Yeah.
I don't like seal, you
No,
know.
because as long as everything's like as long as it's all complete, I don't care about sealed. It doesn't it's the opening it like a piece of tape doesn't do anything for me. I just want that original feel of that transformer or that toy.
I mean, it's nice to get one sealed and open it up.
Sure.
I'll open it, but you know, I don't know if you recall, I had a bad experience with buying a sealed Overlord at BotCon.
I do kind of remember that. I don't exactly remember what happened with it. Was it
I
missing
opened
something?
it up, yeah. Oh, it was missing the main ramp, and it had like coffee stains on it. Someone spilled coffee, and the guy that sold it to me like resealed it, or whoever sold it to him resealed it. But yeah, so
Dude.
so especially if it's a closed box where you can't see in a window,
Hmm.
then yeah, I always prefer a boxed but opened so I can examine it and look at the pieces.
Which actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
What does it really do to have for you to have to like open, tape? It doesn't really do anything like that. It doesn't do anything special.
yeah.
It's
Well,
just,
it's nice if you want to try to keep it pristine and all that. I understand the mint and sealed box, the appeal of it, but in the long run, it's actually bad for the toy.
yeah.
I guess if they don't have any rubber parts on them,
Well, yeah,
then that's fine. But
there's
if they
different
got
grades of
rubber tires, you definitely
mhm.
have to take them out and treat them.
There's different grades of plastic also that will degrade over time. So like a softer plastics will degrade. I mean, even we've come across stuff from our friend Zabigoth telling us how the blast effects are kind of melting.
Oh yeah, yeah. The blast
So
effects will melt to your toy if you leave them on too long. But that's
yeah,
not in an inbox issue. But
well,
another thing that's
it
a
can be.
major, oh, yeah, if they have the blast effects attached, but usually
Well,
they don't.
yeah.
But what I found even more so than the tire problems is that they
Hmm.
have like the try me feature or
Oh
something where the
yeah.
batteries are
Hmm.
pre-installed because those batteries will corrode and will eat the toy up from the inside.
We've seen that happen actually more than a few times.
Yeah, I have
So
the 25th anniversary Optimus. It has a little try me voice box on it, and I've got it signed by Peter Cullen. And I had it sealed for years, and I opened it up and had to actually cut out the voice box carefully to take the
mhm.
batteries out.
Jeez.
And even I had that really big Bay movie Starscream they did
Hmm.
that like I don't know was it leader class or whatever. And yeah, I had to open it, and that was actually getting corrosion on the contacts. I had to like treat that after I got the batteries out. So all those Supreme Cheetors and everything else has got a little try me feature of batteries installed. What the Transformers animated Megatron and Ultra Magnuses, yeah, you got to open them and get those batteries out, or it'll destroy the toy.
Yeah, actually, my Megatron's been good. Ultra Magnus, I need to start. I think I need to take him apart as well. Um,
It's gonna
and
be
then
20
like,
years that those toys have been around, the
yeah,
animated ones. So
I've got I got the Supreme Cheetor, which the clear plastic on those broke, and the Night Scream broke as well. So
yeah, they were really fragile, and then I
yeah,
could never get the Supreme Cheetor to stand upright. He was like too like
always terrible.
floppy.
And then leader class blast is it Blast Punch Primal?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's also the same way. He's got like a doesn't he have a sound effect in there when you trying to think, I felt like you could pull down on his back or something. There was some sort of,
He had a some kind of move, but I don't think it was a sound effect. I don't recall though.
I think it lit up. It did light up.
Yeah.
Got him somewhere. Actually, my foot on mine is broken.
Yeah, it's
It's
like if it ain't the gold plastic, it's the clear plastic and the
yeah.
blue plastic. It's like that covers a lot of the plastic right there.
It's it's probably a good 15% of the plastic.
Ooh, I wonder how 90s like X-Men toys are holding up because they used blue and gold and clear a lot.
They were blue and gold and clear a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah.
They may not even exist anymore. The Sentinels got them. So, yeah, we go on and we have like someone asks like how were the Transformers transforming in the flashback stories
hmm
if, Teletran or sorry, Auntie gave them their
Auntie.
transformation and Soundwave explains that no, they could always
Earth
transform. They
modes.
only got their Earth modes because it even says in like the first issue that Megatron was getting the Decepticons in and
Mhm.
giving them like warfare based alt modes.
Yep.
So, and then we have another guy came up with a story. This is like fanfic right off the bat. And in the year 2050, the scientist's
That's
name
right.
is that Hearn Javs, I don't know. Anyway, and other scientists built Cybertron and created Autobots and Decepticons and uh yeah, Soundwave doesn't like that at all. He's like, that's the biggest load of tripe I've has ever been my misfortune to read. So Soundwave has opinions about fanfic.
I get kind of get the feeling like it was like this was like the opinion of the writers, like the fan fiction. Like this is like Soundwave is their mouthpiece.
Well, it was that, but the fact that they had humans create Transformers, it was an
Yeah,
affront to Soundwave. There was no way he was going to let that slide.
yeah, for
Ratchet
sure.
would have nicely corrected the child, but not Soundwave.
Yeah, Ratchet would have been like him,
Yeah,
actually.
Soundwave openly laughs at the kid,
Yeah.
and that was is that Peter McKind
Yes, Peter
or
McKind,
McKind?
McKind.
Yeah, I can't pronounce
Sure, go
names.
with that.
Yeah.
Who is
Whew,
going
so
to?
then we get down to the stock exchange, and this is exactly what you're talking about.
This
Go
kid
ahead.
is
He
that is a
he's
strong
ambitious.
offer.
Yeah. No, that's a strong want.
Well, it is a strong one, but it's a strong offer to get what he wants. It's like, hey, this is what I want. I want Jetfire and Cosmos for Soundwave and Buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Okay, Jetfire and Cosmos. That's a big ass Jetfire and then a little Cosmos.
Yeah.
Soundwave and Buzzsaw. That Buzzsaw came with Soundwave.
Yeah, that's one product.
That's one.
He's like, oh no, I got a big guy and a little guy, so I want those. So you give me,
It's
you
like
know, big guy and little guy.
it's like Soundwave with and Buzzsaw along with Wind Charger.
Well,
That
and on
that can
top of
see.
that, didn't Soundwave and Buzzsaw like for Jetfire was like cost twice as much as Soundwave and
Yeah,
Buzzsaw
yeah,
alone?
he did.
So yeah,
I was trying to make it sound a little better, but you're not wrong,
yeah,
dude.
you have to like try to get them like even.
But
And even now, like
yeah,
if you
oh
want Soundwave
God,
and Buzzsaw, let's say loose, and you had a loose complete Jetfire and loose complete Soundwave and Buzzsaw, that
no.
is not a fair exchange at all.
I mean, honestly, original pre-rub Soundwave and a Jetfire, maybe,
Mm-mm. I still say no.
probably not, but
Not for
maybe.
a complete with the gun clip and everything.
I got that gun clip in the bag somewhere. I'm not. I don't let that gun clip go playing at all with the other kids. It's
My gun
staying.
clip stays in my Jetfire box, my open Jetfire box, signed by Greg
Okay,
Berger.
thanks. Like just my open Jetfire box.
Yeah,
But also there's
autographed. Don't forget autographed by Greg Berger.
there's also he's another stock exchange wanted thrust with or without weapons and jazz with or without weapons. I think really honestly, jazz with or without weapons is probably the better choice.
Well, that's what he's offering. Okay. So He has Jazz's weapon, but if you give him a thrust without weapons, then you're not getting Jazz's weapons. He's willing to break up the set if you don't have everything. Now, if you have all the thrust weapons, then you're getting all the Jazz weapons.
That is crazy because Thrust, do I have one up there? Thrust without his weapons is just like a blue Starscream without his weapons.
You're
It's
thinking of Dirge.
okay, red, burgundy. Sorry, yes, you're right.
Well, he still has his wings are what thrust is all about. It's got the regular like seeker guns.
Do you think this kid's gonna hmm,
He's
this
got
kid
the red seeker missiles and bombs and black
this
like
kid
cannons.
would have taken I think he would have taken Thrust without anything at this
No,
point.
he wanted the wings. You got to have the wings. He says weapons, not without wings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, the fact that oh yeah, he wants thrust, period. But whatever comes with your thrust, you're getting that from Jazz in kind. So
And Jazz is a much cooler car. He's if you take away his accessories, he's still a really cool Porsche and a robot.
yeah,
Whether you have his gun or his missile launcher or anything else.
they don't even use his missile launcher on the show or really the
No,
cartoon that much,
no,
or
they didn't. They
cartoon or
don't.
the comics.
No.
But yeah, his rifle is basically the main thing you need. But
Yep.
yeah, and there's a lot to both of them. Like he comes with like three missiles, stuff like that. It's just funny that if you don't have thrust weapons, then you're not getting Jazz's weapons. He's like up front.
Nope.
So
So yeah.
then we have next issue is the Dinobot hunt is on
Dinobot Hunt. And you got Grimlock, Snarl, Slag. Okay, you're people
and
listening are not
Sludge.
Slags. That is Slag the Dinobot
The melted
and
metal reference.
Sludge.
Yes.
Um,
And yeah, so you got Autobots that had trouble tackling Swoop. Now they got to go after all the other Dinobots who are all stronger than Swoop. Swoop is the weakest Dinobot.
they're just Snarl's gonna get depressed and like just not care. Um, Slag will be a jerk and will fight ridiculously. Sludge will be just an idiot who wanders all over into a bad trap, and Grimlock will be the arrogant one. I guarantee it.
Well, basically what you're saying is that regardless if Slag has degradation or not, it's going to be the same issue. There,
Sludge also.
well, Sludge though, you could probably talk to Sludge if he's not like he doesn't have neural degradation. You can
He,
probably talk him into it. But Slag, he's not going to listen to you and he's going to fight you regardless.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I think you said that the other way. Yes, exactly. That.
Yeah. Yeah, Slag. He's the hostile
Yeah.
one. So, I mean, he attacked Ratchet as soon as he woke him up. He had to like wipe the
Yeah.
tar off. Look, I'm an Autobot. Oh, why didn't you say so?
Exactly.
And then,
It's a
well,
four-part
Soundwave
actually.
gives instructions on how to order the comic with your newspaper
Again.
again because they're not getting it. And then, to my horror, the creepy kid is back.
No.
He's just there, and he's
He
brought his posse with him.
he's hawking like GG, season two Autobots. Red Alert, Jazz, Trax, Grapple, and the mini Autobots, including Sea Spray, Bumblebee,
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Warpath, and others.
Yeah, well, they got to put Bumblebee on there.
Well, yeah, that's true.
If you're
Power,
hawking the mini Autobots, you got to slap Bumblebee on there.
Power Glide.
I don't want
Well,
to talk about Power Glide.
there's Jazz with his missile launcher.
Yep,
Love that though.
it's Jazz with all his weapons against Skywarp with some of his weapons.
Yeah, and the little kid in the bottom. Look out for the heroic Autobots. They're in the shops now.
And did
What?
you notice the guys in the suits with the helmets like hopping into Jazz in the background behind
Yeah,
Jazz?
what is going on with that?
I don't know. They got like special jumpsuits and helmets. I mean, they look like Dionauts kind of.
They kind of do actually.
I
What if
wonder
this is
if that's
lifted off
some,
of Dinots thing?
or they had the version with Dionauts that
That
when
that
they
too,
did the
yeah.
artwork.
I
Yeah.
can see that, yeah. Well, regardless. There's
And
Tracks, there's Jazz, there's Red Alert, and Grapple, and the mini Autobots.
that wraps up that issue, but we
Yep,
have something that we forgot to add last time.
we do actually. So
Yeah, we
tell us all
forgot to
about that.
yeah, we forgot to talk about the really cool Minibots poster that they showed last time in issue 45 that, not only had the six from 84, which is Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, Brawn, Huffer, Windcharger, and Gears,
Hmm.
but it had Transformers that hadn't shown up in the comic yet, which is Warpath, Sea Spray, Beachcomber, Powerglide, and Cosmos,
Hmm.
which are very much in demand, as we can tell from the stock exchange. And they're all centered around like one half of the planet in the center is Earth, and the other half is Cybertron. And it's almost a hint because you have the ones that are on Earth are on the Earth side, and the ones that are on Cybertron are on the Cybertron side.
Yep.
So it's a little bit of foreshadowing that,
I,
yeah, these guys are around, but they're on Cybertron.
it almost feels like they're kind of like hinting at like developing that storyline as it went along.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, and there was a bit of delay, I believe,
huh?
between printing the UK issue, the when they'd reprint the US issues. So they would have access to them before sometimes. They would have access to them before they got printed in the UK, so they could kind of see where it was going.
So do you notice one thing about this picture?
What do I need to notice?
It is not showing the United States. It's showing Europe and obviously Africa and Britain.
Yeah, it shows like around like Greenwich Mean Time. It shows
Yeah,
their world because
exactly.
we see maps with the US on all the time and the
Yeah.
globes because that's where the media is coming from. But you see
Yeah.
that like if it was
Hmm.
made in China or Japan, they center, China or Japan,
Hmm.
you know. If it's from Australia, everything is just upside down.
Yep. There's also there's also something about the poster that it also stands out to me.
What?
There is two bumblebees. I think one's supposed to be Cliff Jumper with a with that original sticker. The oh gosh, I'm forgetting the line.
Microchange?
Microchange, yes, that original microchange sticker. It's same look with the horns and stuff. And
Yeah, that's
but
a yellow cliff jumper for
yeah, it
sure.
looks like yellow cliff jumper up there with the microchange sticker on there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it doesn't look like that is for sure. He's got the spoiler. He's got
Okay,
the little horns,
you're
like the
right.
actual, yeah, the triangular
I
head.
was trying to be a little more like gentle about that. Yes.
Yeah, he's even got like the Porsche feet.
Yes, he
So,
does.
which
That's
is
kind
funny
of neat
because
too.
he's in almost the exact opposite pose as Bumblebee that's down at the
Yeah,
bottom.
it's like a mirror of Bumblebee.
Oh, and Cosmos is mirroring Bumblebee as well. So,
He is actually, yeah,
yeah,
another mirror. Actually, they're all kind of mirrored. Well, except for like Beachcomber and Brawn. And then okay,
yeah.
well,
That's because there's one extra. Beachcomber and Huffer have the same pose.
yep, exactly.
There's no parallel to Brawn.
That son of a gun.
Yeah.
But
It's also kind of funny when you really think about like Cosmos, his engineering is
mhm.
very similar to Bumblebee and Cliff Jumpers.
Oh yeah,
The way the feet slide out and the arms kind of fold out.
it's
I
funny
mean,
how
he's not
it,
exactly, but you can see there was some inspiration
yeah, I
to make that
mean,
a Damsky UFO.
yeah, it's kind of funny how now the current version of Cosmos is it transforms a lot different from like a Bumblebee or a Cliff Jumper. Like the way they kind of try to emulate the show kind of model, you had to come away from the original like transformation. So
I just wish I guess I want to say the canister in his Venusian scout mode
yeah,
was a little shorter because it sticks up kind of high.
you mean this guy?
That fella. Yeah, see, it sticks up a little high. I mean, it still
It
works,
yeah.
but it was supposed to be more squat, and it wasn't the original also.
Yeah, it should be a little more squat. I mean, go
They used to
produce.
make those Damsky Venusian Scoutcraft models
Yeah,
that you could buy. I always wanted to get one and paint it up like Cosmos.
I had an old model rocket from when I was building model rockets when I was a little kid.
Hmm.
I had one like a UFO like that, and yeah, it was a little shorter, but it was still kind of a little higher than it should have been because it had to accommodate a model rocket engine in it,
Yeah.
but it was shorter than that as far as like an equivalency for the size. So yeah, those were huge. 'Cause I remember the top of it had like a wire, so if it fell down like this on its
Hmm.
top, it would kind of bounce. So
It
yeah,
didn't have the parachute that popped out.
that was one of the ones that didn't have it. Yeah.
They didn't care. They wanted you to buy more because you broke it.
Well, the parachute only came out if the nose cone popped out, and then the and the I think the nose cone would come down on one side, and like the rest of the body would come down separately.
Hmm.
It kind of. I remember back in middle school, actually, there's a model rocket club, and I we would go shoot off model rockets in the morning, and I had just finished like curing the paint on my model rocket, and it didn't come out like the nose cone would not pop out because it kind of like it was too soon for the curing to have been done. So it kind of like merged itself with the body, so it wouldn't come out. So a puff happened outside the engine,
Hmm.
and it did this whole thing went like this straight down. It stuck like freaking Excalibur in the red clay of my middle school. So that was kind of fun. Yeah,
We never got to do model rockets that often. We had to go to like the beach to do it because we
yeah,
live very near a airport. So
that makes
they
sense.
frown upon us firing things into the sky.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
So yeah.
hey everyone, check out obviously the other episodes. Go to the axleunderground.com. Um, see what we're doing besides in the channel. We're doing Mask. We're doing Exo Squad. We're doing the new comics as they come out every week. Kind of doing
Skybound,
it
yeah.
all.
Oh,
What's
and the
that?
guy book Go Bots.
Go Watts. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, checking out the other shows we're doing. It's just it's labor of love, and it kind of like have you all along for the ride. So give us a chance, check us out, listen to us get ridiculous on talking about nerd stuff from our
We're
childhood.
chocked full of nostalgia and like I
Yeah,
said, we keep current with the stuff too. So,
we are not so chock full of nostalgia that Mask is a great show. Just gonna lay that out there. So check that out for sure.
not all nostalgia is good nostalgia.
No, no, no,
It,
no,
it's
no.
I find it refreshing to look at it through eyes again, like adult eyes, and lay eyes on it and go, "Wow, that did not age well at all." It
It's happening pretty regularly. So check those episodes out, guys, and
it becomes comedy at that point. Like,
it's hilarious.
and it's not that we don't love the franchise, but man,
Oh
some
yeah,
some stuff just did not age well.
I had a lot of good memories of Mask when I was a little, which is why I wanted to do these episodes now. So
Yeah,
it's kind of fun watching these now and seeing how they actually kind of played out.
yeah, and we
We
see stuff
weren't
that holds up well. Like Challenge of the GoBots held up remarkably well.
way better than it had any reason to hold up.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's kind of surprising.
well, for I guess GoBots has been maligned and stereotyped over the decades,
Sure.
and it really did not deserve it.
You told me that a while back when you started like watching the episodes again, and I thought there's no way. And then we started watching them, like, these are actually pretty good.
Look at you buying Courageous now.
Smart.
See, the GoBots made you more courageous.
Don't
And
listen to him.
you got two of them. Look at you, you crazy. See, this is how addiction
Okay.
starts.
I can
You know
stop
what?
when I
It's
want to. I can stop when I want to.
how heavy is that thing?
Which one?
Either one of the Courageouses. How heavy are they?
Hell, the jet units are the heaviest part of it.
Yeah, you got the power suits on the other one, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
They're really light. I mean, they're pretty hollow. They actually get like they double the weight whenever you put a GoBot in there. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll get real heavy then. But
yeah,
is the chest part? Isn't that die cast on him?
is not.
It's not.
The
Okay.
wheels are
Oh, the
the
wheels are okay.
these parts are. It's a lot of chrome. But yeah, there's no die cast there, really.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
They
a
probably had to
really
do that because all the GoBots you're going to add to it will significantly add to the weight.
it would be like G1 Predaking. He was I have the metal version and
Mm-hmm.
that dude is heavy. He
Mm-hmm.
slumps.
Yeah. He
So,
he gets that forward lean, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
can't help it. It's just there.
I bet
But
that puts pressure on the connector pieces on
mhm.
Razor Claw's knees.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that is the end of the Icarus theory. On to the Dinobot hunt next.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
I love me
y'all.
some Dinobots.
You really?
Yeah.
Um, so y'all have a great night. Have a great weekend. See you tomorrow, hopefully, for you the next issue, which tomorrow from this will be GoBots. Give it a
Yes.
chance. I think you'll like it. Y'all
Yeah.
take it easy. Have a great night.
Bye.
See you later.